Did you know knowledge is power when you apply it? We get a lot of motivation and encouragement from the books that we read. Prepare yourselves to be amazed and empowered. Now we are discovering ourselves as we are joined by the young but not so young author Gerald Aphane. Welcome to the VIP Talk Show. We are joined by Gerald Aphane. Gerald, welcome to the show. You look amazing.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that.
But you look like you lost some weight. Are you okay?
Sleepless nights,
Oh.
overworking, of course, for this project. I've got targets, so I have to make sure everything goes well.
Oh, okay. So you are from Siabuswa. Can you please just tell us about yourself and a bit more about how you were raised, your background?
Yes, I'm from Siabuswa, which is my township, and a place called Mapotla. And it's a place which is blessed with a lot of talents as we are uprising.
So I heard that you wrote a book and boom, you wrote another one. Can you please just tell us about your recent book and what inspired you?
Yes, absolutely. I wrote a second book. The first one was in 2014. This book is entitled Discover Knowledge and Wisdom, subtitled Find Guaranteed Ways to Succeed in Your Life.
Oh, that's amazing. What do you mean by discovering? What is it that we are discovering?
When you discover, you find something that you didn't know. So in this regard, you will be discovering yourself, discovering a lot about yourself, the impact that you can play around by just discovering yourself, the things that you didn't know about yourself, like knowing that you are a person of value, to seek to become a person of value, the ambition and the talents that you have, and the things that you can do. I mean, there's so much that you can discover. I've came to realization that people are suffering because they didn't discover a lot about them. So this book, it's meant to help people discover. And what has really inspired me to write this book, it's actually the sequence of events that have been happening in my life, and me mingling with people, helping people through my exhortation, motivation, empowerment, through business, through coaching that I do, and through various ways that I do to people. So that's what actually inspired me to keep on helping people, sharing the information through the book. That's the way I can.
Oh, wow. And did the book make you like the subjects more or less?
Yes, a lot more. Actually, within the book, there are subjects, various subjects. One of the subjects, like seek to become a person of value. Because when you seek to become a person of value, everything follows you. Success follows you.
So, do you set a plot or do you go wherever an idea takes you?
I go wherever an idea takes me. When I have an idea of something of great value, and the idea will take me far. Likewise, I'm still looking forward to impact people's lives. I will explore, I will go all over with an idea, because remember, when you have an idea, you have something that it's complete in your mind. So when you have something that is complete in your mind, it means you've got a vision. And that vision will take you far. So an idea, that's a vision.
Okay. So as a writer, what would you say is the hardest thing about writing?
Hardest thing, it's the exact thing about writing. The writing part, at times we don't feel like writing.
Really?
You don't feel like writing, but once you start writing, it flows.
Oh.
And you don't want to stop. That's the funny part.
So as a writer, what would you say is the hardest thing about writing?
The hardest thing about writing is when you have to think thoroughly, when you have to meditate about your content, when you have to make sense of what you're saying. Likewise, you might spend a whole week thinking about a paragraph, thinking about a sentence. Spend time just to make sure if it makes sense. So that's the hardest thing. The hardest thing is making sure to produce the content. That's the hardest thing.
Wow, sounds like a lot of work. Now, since the hardest part is the thinking and the meditation and all that, what is the easiest part about writing?
The easiest part about writing, it's when now you're done with the book.
Okay.
Because the book needs to be done within your mind before you can start inking down or typing it. So now when you're done, because when it's done in your mind, then the easiest part will be to type it, because you already know what you need to type, what you need to do. So that's the easiest part, inking everything down, and you don't want to stop when you start. So that's the easy part, because you don't want to stop.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, Gerald. Have you ever experienced a writer's block?
Partially, say yes, because remember, the first book was written in 2014, so I had a gap in between to reflect back, to learn from the first book.
Have you ever experienced what you call a writer's block?
Partially, yes. Remember, I wrote a book in 2014.
Yeah.
So it's 5 years now. I'm still with the first book, and what I did is I waited. I had to reflect, I had to improve, I had to learn more, I had to put more extra things, and I had to set up plans, set up mitigation plans for the new book, because always there's a need for one to reflect back, so that the new project can be way even much better than previous.
Okay.
So partially I would say yes.
So any tips you would like to share on how to overcome it?
Actually, there are many ways I think you can overcome. I would just mention a few. What you can do is stay focused and remember why you are writing. And remember, if you don't write, who else will write? If you don't write, they will write it for you. So don't miss out that. Another way would be to get inspiration. I get inspiration from me, that if Gerald did, I can also do. Reflect again and research, learn more, and read other books and follow other people who are within the industry. I think if you do that, then you will win.
Oh, so as a writer, do you read a lot? And if you do, what are your favorite authors?
Yes. There's so much that I learn from other authors. There's so much that I learn, some of the authors that I associate with.
So as an author, do you read much? And if you do, what are some of your favorite authors?
Yes, I do read a lot. And there are various authors which I follow. Likewise, Dr. Miles Monroe, I'm inspired. Because for me to write, I need to be inspired. So it's extremely important that we must read. I read. I am who I am today because I read. So we need to read. And we also need to follow other authors. Likewise, you can follow me and you will be inspired. So there's so much that you can discover from reading. Remember, knowledge is power. Remember, when you read, the more you read, the more you accumulate more knowledge, and when you have knowledge, you are well informed. And when you are well informed, you can make better decisions for life, and that will make your personal value. So there's so much need. Likewise, I came to realization that people perish because they lack knowledge, and that escalates back to people don't read. So we must read. So it's a need to read. Actually, it's as important as you eating. You don't miss that part.
Okay.
So there's a need. And if you want to change your life for better, you better start reading.
I see you stressing the point that we must read and that it is very important to read. So as an author, what kind of books do you read? What kind of books do you get knowledge from?
Yes, likewise we need to read. I read more of inspirational books because I read inspirational books.
Okay.
But I'm not limited within that general. I can, I do read a lot of other books also. I have business books, I do have various books, and that makes me to be dynamic. Because you shouldn't be limited within one book. As much as you read the Bible, you need to read the business books. The integration of all that information makes you way valuable. So I do read different books. Over the years, I have improved a lot. I have improved likewise the style of writing, the words that I use, the knowledge that I put there has improved, and because I keep learning, and also the interior designs, the exterior designs, so much that has improved. And apart from that, the followers have improved as much as you will be following. Me mingling with people has improved, and the style of motivating has improved, and the style of the research has improved, and also improved because I'm working with more people now, so there's so much that has improved.
Yeah, well, I see a lot has improved. So often writers are associated with loner tendencies. How true is that?
I would say yes, because when you are alone, you get to think way much better, because you're able to meditate. To meditate, you need to be alone, because for you to be able to write and ink everything down, at times you need to be alone so that you can think about what you are thinking about.
Oh, writers are often associated with loner tendencies. Is there truth in that?
Yes, it is. Remember, at times there's a need for you to be a loner. When you're a loner, you're able to think alone. You think, you'll be able to meditate, you'll be able to think about what is in your mind, so before you can ink it down. So yes, authors times they are loners.
Oh.
They are away from environment, and during that time, remember, being alone gives you time to think. It gives you an opportunity to be creative, and gives you an opportunity to make decisions. So
Okay.
yes.
So would you say that most writers are introverts?
Partially yes, because
Most writers are introverts?
partially I would say yes, but we're not extra introverts, because it's just a matter of making time. When it's time to go out, to mingle with other people, we do that. When it's time that we feel like we need to do something alone, we'll do it alone. So I would say partially yes. Likewise, you are within an environment where it's too busy and you have a thought that you need to ink down. So that would make you to be an introvert also, because
Okay.
you need to move away, shy away from people, so you can make sure you ink that down.
Oh, so would you say that writers live a normal life like other people?
Absolutely, yes. What I can say is, we're just extraordinary in what we do, but our lives are just...
When you were a kid, what did you want to become? Did you always want to be a writer?
When I was a child, I wanted to be a policeman, I wanted to be a soldier, I wanted to be a lawyer. And gradually, when the years count by, the knowledge comes through, and started understanding some of things. I thought I should be an engineer, thought I should be, a doctor, thought I should be a lawyer, but I found myself and I am happy. So when I was a child, I wanted to be a police.
Okay.
Yeah.
You look naughty. Were you a troublemaker?
Do I look naughty?
You do, actually.
That one, I don't know. Actually, I don't know, but people who raised me, they can say much better, though they mention some of the things. Yeah, but I don't know. No, I don't think so.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
There's so much that I can give to myself, to my younger self. Is to keep growing, is to keep improving despite the challenges, to move even much further within the industry and explore go all out crazy and gain more knowledge, associate as much as possible, do business within this industry, sell as much as possible, share as much as possible, reach out people as much as possible, impact people's lives, go all out and be yourself, be who God has created you to be. I mean, there's so much I can continue.
Okay, Gerald. Tell us about the launching of your new book.
This new book, the launch of this book will be on the 4th of November, meaning the book will be available from the 4th of November. You can make your order, and the actual book event launch will be during December 21st, but the book will be available from the 4th of November. You can start pre-ordering the book. It's awaiting for you, and it's amazing.
And now, Gerald, in conclusion, what advice would you give to young aspiring writers?
An advice in conclusion that I can give to an aspiring writers is to keep going in what you do. Keep moving like never before. Keep moving, stay focused, and be inspired. Seek ways to be inspired. Likewise, keep following people who inspire you. You can follow me, and you'll be inspired continuously. Find ways, be in an environment where you will be inspired. Because for you to be able to write, you need to be inspired. It has to burn from within you to outside. It has to evaporate from within you to outside. So my advice is keep moving in what you do. I know challenges are there. I know that it's not easy. It's not easy at all. But you need to keep pushing, not much, but keep pushing. That I can say, but keep pushing. I want you to remember that you need to keep pushing, no matter what it takes. Do whatever it takes, keep pushing. Because remember, if you don't write, they will write it for you. So keep pushing. That's an advice I will give you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Gerald, for joining us on the show. You are amazing.
My pleasure. My pleasure. Thank you so much for an invite. God bless you. I really enjoyed. Thank you so much.
Thank you, everyone. That was the VIP talk show with Gerald Aphane. Please follow the link below to support his work. See you next time, same place with a different topic. God bless. Bye.
Yes.